All right, the national security group chat. This is my favorite. One of my favorite stories. Favorite is the wrong word for it because it's not my favorite. But there's two things I wanted to note about this. Okay, so it's the vice president and several members of our United States national security team, and they are talking on Signal about bombing in Yemen, and it is like this incredible failure or like this unbelievable thing to me that they added in this, journalist into this group chat. This is such like an old person mistake. I can't believe, the politics aside of it, it's number one, I cannot believe that they are discussing this on Signal. I can't believe that in the screenshots, there's emojis like our national security team is sending fist pound emojis after bombing people. I find that to be, I don't even know what to say about something like that. I don't love that. That seems crazy to me. And again, like I thought that there would be how come there's not like a secret app that I don't know about that journalists don't have access to for discussing like bombing people? Those types of conversations I assumed happened probably in a room.
Yeah. Not in writing. That's why I've heard about it. I haven't done my due diligence and like research. Obviously, you know a lot more than me. I just simply don't believe that it happened. Like that point, like there's no way that they just talk on this app. Like you're telling me that that's real. Like that's not a national, that in general, you have a group chat. How is that not already a national security risk? And there is no reason that government officials should be chatting on an app. There's no way that is allowed. I just simply don't believe it.
If they're like, I think that they should be allowed. Like, I'm not surprised that they use the app. Use the app to set up dinner. Use the app to set up
but like very clear boundaries of what's discussed in that.
I imagine they're hiding tons of things from their wives and they don't want the press to know about that. I assumed that they were using a tool like Signal for that sort of thing. But like when they're planning bombings, I imagine that was happening very privately with a private group. Again, probably in my thoughts, I imagined like a big table with them all sitting around it, like, pounding their fists and debating. And by the way, in the screenshots, you don't see a lot of debating, which again, this isn't a political podcast, so we don't have to talk about that, but very disappointing. But I don't want any emojis. Like I I must be at a different generation. It's like, maybe I'm showing my age or like something, but it's like, I don't even want them writing it in blue ink. You know what I mean? This is like black ink. What I mean by that is like, I want it to be like the most official and as official of communication as possible. And I just can't believe that. Like, I think the guy who added is like one of the people in there is the director of the CIA. One of them is, well,
that's your red.
I can't remember, but everybody is like in a position where one of them is Tulsi Gabbard. Like, I'm like, WTF is going on here? Like, there has to be a better place to be discussing this. And for the love of God, don't use any emojis. Like, I don't know. And who doesn't know to check the group chat? Who is in the group chat? Who is not? I mean, am I wrong about that? Do you check the group chat?
No, because actually, to be honest, like I have a group chat. I actually have a lot of group chats with like parents, with high school girls, and like sometimes we talk crap in those group chats. Okay, so anytime we talk crap, I do my due diligence and check who's in the group chat, because I'm like, damn, what if there's like one girl who quit last year and she doesn't play anymore and she is just accidentally in our group chat? Because this actually did happen. There was someone in the group chat. No, it was fine, but like, I do check the group chat. Like, I look over, there's 44 people. I'm like, oh, we don't have that many. 44 girls. We don't have 44 girls. and I do my due diligence and I deleted them. But like, I'm a high school coach. Like, I can only imagine if like you're in a position of actual true power. Like,
exactly. That's.
I mean, sending an email, I double check I have the right email. You know, like
I am so nervous about like accidentally CCing. I mean, I don't send a lot of like, it's not like inappropriate emails, but even just sending like the wrong email to a client or whatever, like, you know, sending it to the wrong, like I have a lot of clients named Brian and a lot named Kevin and a lot named, you know, like there's a lot of kind of common names. And it's like, you know, I think about that all the time. Like, what if I'm going to send this email to the wrong person? It is unbelievable to me that, again, they're making this kind of like what feels like a rookie kind of old man mistake. These aren't even like, if this was Joe Biden or like you know, Mitch McConnell or Nancy Pelosi or somebody like that, I would be like, yeah, well, they're like
that makes sense, yeah.
And that would be kind of normal.
Checks out.
Yeah, but these are like some of our youngest people in office, which, I mean, you know, maybe there should be even younger people, but it's not like they're old people or something. They're like, it's not like that's not a good excuse. Their age is not a good excuse for making that kind of mistake. So I definitely, again, my preference is 0 emojis, and also that there be, let's invent some better place to have that than Signal, the same tool that I can download on my app store. I presume that we have, I would like to at least have the illusion that we have a really, really smart group of people that can invent their own messaging app.
Yeah.
So that you're not accidentally adding the wrong people to your group chat. I find it really, it's funny. Maybe we are living in a simulation, because it's not funny, but you couldn't write that kind of joke, because the person who was added is also like a particularly egregious person to add. It's not like they added, you know, some guy named Ted that lives up the road or something. It's not like they added somebody that shares the same initials as JD Vance. They added somebody who is like an adversarial journalist to the Trump administration. So
like, doesn't it almost like seem purposeful? Like,
yeah, I mean, now that you say that, I mean, it does. Like, I wish it didn't, but it totally does.
So that's why I just think bigger picture.
Yeah.
What else is happening in the world that maybe this is supposed to take the forefront to distract you a little bit?
Always the case.
That's my conspiracy for the day.
I was just going to say that's a good place to close it off. We're over 30 minutes and we got to get some work done. So.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.